screen, just rusted strings and tambourine. A rhythm slow, a sacred fire, where every note became desire. Where the music still breathes, I found my name. No filters, no games, no one to blame. Just drum and truth and open skies, a place where spirit never dies. Where the music still breathes, I came alive, with nothing left but soul to give. They called it broken, called it raw, but in that sound I felt the law. Not law of man, but law of a light that moves your chest and frees your fight. No stage, no fame, just candle glow, and stories passed in roots that grow beneath the bass, beneath the beat. I heard my own 2 feet. Where the music still breathes, I heard my past. It sang of love that always lasts. A mother's crying through the strings of every child who still believes. Where the music still breathes, I found the spark that lit my heart out of the dark. Music don't need to shine to be holy. It only needs to breathe. And when it does, you remember your own rhythm. Where the music still breathes, I came back home. No longer numb, no more alone. The roots grew wild beneath my skin and let the freedom flood back in. Where the music still breathes, the soul forgives, and rhythm learns to live. Neon signs, stranger eyes, my truth got drowned in concrete lies. They gave me numbers, dropped my flame. Now I walk streets that forgot my name. They sold me silence in a jar, called it peace and called it art. I tried to breathe but none was mine. The city blinked and stole my time. I used to shine like morning dew, to glass and steel distorted true. But somewhere deep beneath the grind, my roots remember every line. The city stole my name, traded soul for gain, painted smiles on pain, and told me to remain. But I'm more than this frame, more than the blame. I was born from rain, not this flame. silence weeps in broken hearts and nights too deep. No steeple eye, no flags to wave, just hands that trembled but still gave. We sang when words had lost their way and made a home from what won't stay. We built this temple with our tears, with every scar and all our fears. No holy book, just sacred pain that turned our loss to living flame. We built this temple not for show, but for the souls who had to grow. You won't see crosses made of stone, but stories carved in skin and bone. The prayers we whispered in the dark became the pillars in this ark. We didn't beg, we didn't plead, we just believed through every need. And when they said we'd fade away, we lit the night and turned to day. This temple sings with silent choirs of mothers, fighters, ancient fires, not built to shine, but built to stay and hold our grief in sacred sway. We built this temple with our tears, with every no we turn to hear. No walls to judge, no gate to keep, just room for truth and space to weep. We built this temple stone by bread, a home reborn from near death. They never saw us build it, but we built it anyway. With cracked hands, with lullabies, with rage softened by rhythm and love that won't leave. We built this temple with our tears, and now it stands beyond the years. You feel it in the reggae beat, in every voice that won't retreat. We built this temple, you're welcome here. Bring all you've held and drop your fear. Smoke on the rooftop, fire in my chest. Babylon lights keep stealing my rest. Sirens hum like lullabies in code, but deep in the haze, a voice still glows. The city speaks in concrete tones, but something softer shakes my bones. A whisper rising through the steam, telling me this life ain't what it seems. Whispers in the smoke, calling me home. Through the noise, through the chrome. Truth in the ash, burning slow. A flame I buried long ago. Whispers in the smoke, I'm starting to hear what silence has tried to make clear. Ganja curls like ancient breath, carving songs from life and death. Streetlight halos, taxi blur, but deep inside the soul still stirs. I hear it in the rhythm drop, in every beat that never stops. Like roots beneath this pavement gray, the earth remembers what I can't say. Whispers in the smoke, calling me real, beyond the hurt I used to feel. Truth in the haze, not loud my ancestors still keep whispers in the smoke. I can't ignore the knocking sound behind my door. I thought the smoke was hiding me, but maybe it was showing me what I needed to see. And slow and sacred, whispers in the smoke, tender and wise, a rebel song in disguise. No map, no road, but still I go, guided by the things I know. Without words, without proof, just this fire in the truth of smoke. Oh, yeah. Dust on the mirror, I barely see the face that once looked back at me. Years of silence, years of strain, covered joy with fear and pain. I wiped and wiped, but not too deep, afraid of truths I couldn't keep. I wore a mask made out of grace, but never saw my honest face. Dust on the mirror, fogging my view, but underneath I know it's true, that somewhere past the blur and fear, the soul I lost is still right here. Dust on the mirror, not who I am, just stories stuck in time zone. And yeah, I let their voices paint my glass, told me who I could never pass. But one small breath, one sacred wipe, revealed the fire I thought had died. Not broken, not erased by years, just hidden under hardened tears. But every streak I wipe away lets more of me come out and stay. Reflections not about what's shown, but what you dare to call your own. I'm not the blur, I'm not the frame, I'm the soul beneath the shame. Dust on the mirror, fading slow, a little more of me to show. With trembling hand and steady heart, I claim again each missing part. Dust on the mirror, but light remains, and in that light I drop the chains. Ooh. The dust was never me, the dust was what I believed. When I forgot, I was already whole. Oh. Dust on the mirror, but now I see a gaze that's soft, a soul set free. I'm not the cracks, I'm not the stain, I'm the love that still remains. sat so long with quiet lips. Let thunder pass, let power slip. But somewhere deep beneath my skin, a fire spoke, too soft to win. It didn't roar, it didn't shout, just warmed the places full of doubt. And every day it grew more bright, a quiet spark reclaiming life. Fire beneath the silence, steady and slow. Not for the world, but for my soul to grow. It doesn't burn, it doesn't fight, it teaches me to stand in light. Fire beneath the silence, where I begin and rise again from deep within. They said be still, they said be small, that peace meant nothing left at all. But peace is knowing what I feel and holding pain until it heals. I found no storm, I found no scream, just embers breathing through a dream. And when the world forgets my name, this fire keeps me still, not tame. I don't need noise to show I'm strong. I've held my truth in silence long. Now every breath becomes my flame, and I no longer play their game. Fire beneath the silence, bold and clear. A heartbeat louder than the fear. It moves in rhythm, not in rage. It burns through doubt, not through a cage. Fire beneath the silence, my soul's reply to every time they told me lies. They said, if you're quiet, you're weak. But the fire said, no. I am learning how to last. Fire beneath the silence, warm and wise, the kind that teaches trees to rise. I don't explode, I don't retreat, I hold my flame in steady beat. Far beneath the silence, no need to show. I am the light, they'll never know. I walked out with nothing to prove, left behind the names they used. The temple echoed in my spine, but now the road is mine. No baggage hung upon my soul, just rhythm beating soft and whole. The past unhooks from every step, and breath by breath I start to let. No chains in the wind, no weight to bear, just sky and song and open air. I am not what held me down, I'm what rose without a sound. No chains in the wind, I move, I bend, I break, I build and never end. They told me freedom had a price, a passport stamped in sacrifice. But I found truth in what I feel, and that alone has made me real. The wind don't ask where you belong, it just becomes your quiet song. And in its hush I heard the sound I don't need doors, I don't need keys. I walk with trees, I speak with breeze. They tried to fence my every breath, but wind don't live inside regret. No chains in the wind, no script, no gate, just moments born without a fate. I'm not a label, not a brand, just barefoot truth upon this land. No chains in the wind, I float, I dive, I lose, I love, and stay alive.
They taught me to hold on, but the wind whispered. Freedom isn't holding tighter, it's letting go and still being here.
No chains in the wind, no need to chase, just trust and time and open space. I walk, I hum, I plant, I grin, and let the wind begin again. I used to think love needed rules, a script, a shape, a set of tools. But then I loved when I just breathed, and nothing more was ever needed. No vows, no locks, no promised land, just fingertips and open hands. It wasn't loud, it didn't ask, just stayed with me behind the mask. Love without permission, wild and kind, no borders drawn, no ties to bind. It comes, it stays, then flows again, like music dancing in the rain. Love without permission, no need to earn, just feel the flame and let it burn. They told me love should come with fear, a fragile thing you keep too near. But I have loved in stranger ways, in silent looks and sunlit haze. I loved a smile I couldn't name, I loved a soul that felt the same. Not trapped in time, not built to last, but deep enough to hold the past. This love don't owe, it doesn't beg, it moves like waves along your leg. It's not a prize, it's not a chain, it's just the sun after the rain. Love without permission, soft and true, no maps to follow, just me and you. It hums beneath the reggae beat and fills the cracks we never speak. Love without permission, no right or wrong, just sacred space where hearts belong. Love that has to exist is already afraid, but love that simply is, it teaches you to stay. Love without permission, bold and free, a light that shines through you and me. Not old, not made to fit, just present here and infinite. Love without permission, no need to prove, just let it ride. the tamarind tree. The sky was wide, my hands were free. Then came a beat, not loud but deep, a rhythm rising from the sleep. I didn't know the name it played, but something in me swayed and stayed. It wasn't mine, yet felt like home. A pulse that said, you're not alone. The drum remembers me when I forget. It speaks in waves my soul has met. Through every wound, through every scar, it calls me back to who we are. The drum remembers me, not just the sound, but where I lost and where I'm found. It spoke of mothers long before, of fields of ocean, sacred lore. It echoed feet that crossed the sand, with courage shaken in their hands. It told me I am not just one, I'm part of all who walked and run. And in that thumb, that steady ring, I felt the blood of everything. You can't unwrite what drums have known. It beats in roots, in skin and bone, a language older than the page, a memory deeper than the age. The drum remembers me, not with a name, but with the truth too wide for shame. When I was lost, it stayed in place, a mirror made of time and grace. The drum remembers me, it holds my thread, and sings the parts I left for dead.
I thought I had to search for meaning, but the drum never forgot. It just waited for me to listen.
The drum remembers me beyond the now. It knows the why without the how. I close my eyes and there it is, the beat I am, the beat I miss. The drum remembers me, so I return and let the ancient rhythms burn. I used to chase the edge of light, waiting for morning to end the night. But now I know I hold the key, 'cause dawn no longer runs from me. It walks inside with every breath, with every truth I spoke from depth. I am no echo, I am the flame that rises soft but won't be tamed. Dawn walks in me, not from the sky, but through the tears I didn't hide. Through every song I dared to sing, through every loss that gave me wings. Dawn walks in me, I am the rise, not just the hope but the sunrise. I've walked through shadows long and wide, sat with the pain I used to hide. I didn't fight, I didn't flee, I simply learned to let me be. And in that stillness light was born, not from applause but from the storm. A glow that needs no eyes to see, a grace that lives and breathes in me. I am the hush before the bird, the silent truth before the word. No longer waiting to be free, the freedom now begins in me. Dawn walks in me, no need to chase. It blooms in every quiet place. I don't reflect, I radiate. The light I lost, I now create. Dawn walks in me, I am the start, a walking sky with steady heart.
I was never meant to find the light. I was meant to remember I am it.
Dawn walks in me, not from afar, but in the soul, the scar, the star. I rise, I hum, I breathe, I shine. Not borrowed light, this light is mine. Dawn walks in me, and I walk on with no more night.